Morning, hi friends. So, um, yeah. Yesterday was a really cool day. We're gonna jump right into it. So it's colder than hell in South Central Kentucky today, if you can't tell. But anyways, yesterday I got to do something really nice, and it sucks because it made me and my boss feel some kind of way. That's the only way I really know how to explain it. So I got to dress up as Santa, and we have this local organization called Joy Ministries, and they help less fortunate families. And we got to sponsor a couple families to help them with Christmas. So me and my boss went and delivered gifts yesterday. Loaded up one of the squads with a bunch of gifts that were paid for by sponsors and some staff. Some other deputies and staff members. So it sucks in the retrospect that what we saw, and we, understanding, like, people get really used to their own lifestyle, they get really used to their own life and how they live, and they kind of tend to forget about the world we live in, right? So, like, it's tough because what we witnessed yesterday, the living conditions of this family, and it hurts my heart, and I feel bad for the kids. There's 4 adults in this home, and they all seemed of able body and mind, to me anyways. And that there wasn't even a Christmas tree put up yet. The floors were disgusting. There's 4 dogs living in the house. As soon as the door opened, it smelled like pee and poop. And there's 4 little kids running around this house, and it just hurt my heart. And it, like, my situation right now, it's not a bad situation, but for since I've been an adult, I've had a nice house, had nice things, and we made the decision year and a half, 2 years, what's it going on? 2 years ago, we actually made the decision. We've been here a little over a year to sell everything, buy a camper, and move down here to be closer to my wife's parents to help take care of them. Well, unfortunately, in the spring, we lost my wife's dad, and now we're still here helping my wife's mom. So we're living in a 30-foot camper, pull-behind camper. And there's days where I get down on myself because I'm like, man, this sucks. The last house I lived in was almost 5,000 square feet. It was a beautiful home. And, I had my own motocross track. I had a nice big 6-car garage. I had a big pole barn. It was nice. And now I'm living in a 30-foot camper. But then I seen that yesterday. And it definitely made me feel better about my situation. And I feel so bad for those kids. And, it's a living situation. It kind of puts somebody that does my job in a hard spot, because is that probable cause to take the kids away? Do we want to do that right before Christmas? And my boss had his jacket on with his name and his badge. It's just an embroidered badge, but still the embroidered badge. And 2 of the kids ran away because one of the adults said the kids are afraid of the police. And that hurt my heart, because, I've gone on my rants before about that type of thing. If you scroll back in the vidges, when I used to do the TED Talks in the car on the way to Madison, when I worked up in Madison doing law enforcement, I talked about it all the time, where, like, parents would tell kids, oh, if you're not good, I'm going to have that policeman arrest you, take you away. Don't say stuff like that, because situations like yesterday, where myself and my boss took time out of our day, took time out of the last month to get the funding to go out and buy the stuff and donate to a less fortunate family, and then we show up to try to make their Christmas better, and they're scared of us. They weren't obviously me, but, like, in general, right? Police in general, law enforcement in general. Just the badge enough on my boss's jacket was enough to scare them away. And that hurts my heart. You shouldn't be using law enforcement as a scapegoat to scare your kid into listening. That's just wrong. Be a parent. But then the other side of that coin is like, obviously something that's very traumatic has happened to those kids with law enforcement, whether it be what I just said, where law enforcement has had to step in and take the kids from the family, or they've seen their parents hauled off to jail, arrested and hauled off to jail at a traffic stop, or whatever the case is. And that's just, it hurts my heart. We try to do something really nice and make a family's Christmas a little better for them because they can't afford to give their kids what they deserve for Christmas. And then that's the outcome of it. And it shook me and my boss up yesterday. And I hate that. So I don't even know really how to explain it, right? Because we did something really good, but it upset both of us. I don't know. It is what it is. You know, I don't know. You don't ever want to tear apart a family, but if kids aren't being treated properly, it's just something needs to happen. But anyways, it was a great thing we did yesterday, and that's all that needs to be taken away from it. And I'm very happy and proud that I was able to do that. I've been doing my own thing as Santa at the shop. We rode in the parade last weekend as Santa and handed out candy to everybody, and that was awesome. My boss come to me and says, we can make this a little bit more special. Would you be willing to put the suit on, Santa suit on, and come with us to give the kids their gifts? Absolutely. Without even thinking about it, without a second thought, second guess, whatever you want to call it, I said yes, because it's important to try to make a positive influence on people's lives, especially kids. Anyways, welcome to today, guys. Let's get into the normal routine here. I hate change. Going off on a bit of a tangent, long-winded. Cheers, good morning. As always, so satisfying, so refreshing. We got a slammed, jammed, packed day today. Due to the groomer issues we had through the week, we put everything into today. I don't even know. We've got probably 8 or 9 grooms today. 4 or 5 baths. So, that being said, I'm going to do my best to film. We'll see what happens. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing today. Kelly slipped and fell on the stairs this morning. There was ice on them. She hurt her shoulder. I doubt she's going to be bathing dogs today, so I'll probably be stuck on dog duty, which is fine. It is what it is. I do need to run to Walmart today. We are doing picks with Santa again today. So, anyways, cheers, top of the morning to y'all. I appreciate you guys tuning in, watching the vidges. We're going to get on with today, so let's get it. Let's go. Happy Saturday, guys. Merry Christmas. I'm just excited for the season, the day. I've got good feelings in my heart. I'm humble. It's just been an emotional whirlwind the last couple of weeks with what's going on at the shop, and then being able to get back to the community and what I just went through about yesterday. My heart is full. I'm humble, and things are good. So let's get it. Let's go down with today. Just something that I've been thinking about, and I heard a long time ago. If you change the world around you, things will start to change for you. And I've always said, if you surround yourself with winners, you'll be a winner. If you surround yourself with losers, you'll be a loser. Some people are so stuck in their routine, their everyday mode, and I don't like change. No, I don't. But I'm not so stuck in my routine and so afraid of change or don't like change so much that I'm not afraid to go out on a limb and try to do something better. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I've been talking with somebody about working together. And when I say they've got what we need, they've got what we need. They've got the social media. The hell was that? We've got the social media influence. They have the financial backing. They've got the presence in the community, And man, when I say they got what we need, they got what we need. Change what's around you and the world around you will change. And that is so solid and so true. But we're almost to the shop. I don't know what I'm walking into. It's after 8 already, so we'll see what's happening. We're going to get it popped off and running and going. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, very nice, great success. Yeah, I don't know, just being stupid, I guess. Anyways, so today, let's see. The schedule's full, but it's not as busy as I thought it was going to be. If that makes any sense, like it's boom, 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 but it was busy at drop off because everybody was dropping off about the same time. So. Now it's just going through the motions, getting the dogs done, so it's slowed down, and the girls are doing their thing. We're doing baths. We picked up a bath. I'm never going to say no to business, especially if it's something I can do or Kelly can do. To me, that's just dumb. I'm not going to say no to money. So, especially baths, nail trim, stuff like that, because that's all profit for us. That's not anything we have to share with anybody. So, while the schedule was full, I still worked in an extra bath this morning, and we got it done. Customer's super happy. So, to me, that's a win. And why would anybody turn down business? We can make it work. There's 2 of us here. We can get it knocked out, get it done. So, that being said, a little extra do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do in the paqueto. So, and right before Christmas, that's, it's a plus. It's a benefit. I got to get some gas, run to Walmart. I got to get another couple assortment of treats for the dogs that are possibly show up tonight for Picks with Santa, and grab some lunch while we're out too, I think, and then back to the shop I go. So here we go, let's get it. Nobody uses turn signals down here, and it's so frustrating because this car in front of me just now, the lane is big enough that I could have slipped through on the side of them because they were pulled all the way to the left, like they were going to turn left. You can only turn left or right at the intersection we were just at. So they were pulled all the way over to the left, given the assumption for me, and I know the assumption is the mother of all F-ups, but you shouldn't assume. But to me, it appeared that they were going to turn left, but they did not have a turn signal on. Now they're using it. So I was going to creep through on the right side and turn, because the lane is big enough to do that. It's designed that way. Glad I didn't, because they'd have hit me, because they showed no intentions of turning right like I was. I just don't understand. People talk about in big cities, people that drive BMWs are a-holes because they don't use turn signals. Even down here in these little podunk backwoods hick towns, people don't use turn signals, nor do they know how to drive. It's annoying. But anyways, having a great day so far. Hardcore rider right there. It is 29 or 30 degrees out, and he is riding that crotch rocket. All right. Anywho's and way, like I said, running to the store quick. I want to get an assortment of dog treats to put some treat bags together. Last weekend was kind of a cluster. It was rush up to Picks with Santa because we failed to plan. And you plan to fail, you fail to plan, right? So if you fail to plan, if you fail to plan to fail. There it is. And that's what we did last weekend. We did not plan it out properly. I booked myself baths to do, and my focus should have been Picks with Santa, getting everything organized together that I needed to. That should have been my main goal, and it wasn't. So I goofed that up. That's my fault. Today, Kelly said she wanted to run to Walmart to get the stuff we needed, which she probably should because she can put blinders on, go in, get what we need, get out, and come back. Me, I cannot. I have been obsessed with Dollar Tree. I don't know why. So every time I run to Walmart, Dollar Tree is right across the street from it. Every time I run to Walmart, I have to run to Dollar Tree. They got a lot of cool stuff, and a lot of stuff I can use in everyday life or the shop. Didn't even stop. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That car just blew through that stop sign. Anyways, they got a lot of cool stuff there, and even with their prices rising, some of their stuff is still cheaper than Walmart, but what I'm finding, some things now I have to be careful. Not, I shouldn't say be careful, but I end up spending more because I end up buying it over here at Dollar Tree when it's actually, in fact, cheaper at Walmart, if that makes sense. So anyways, gonna run into Dollar Tree quick, see if they got anything new, anything cool that I need, can't live without, and then run to Walmart, grab what I need over there, and then head back to the shop and just get on with the day and see what else we got growing. So here we are. Let's get it. Whew, what a zoo Walmart was today. Moses, sandals, all kinds of people. So, got everything I think I needed for today. We're going to have to go back Monday or Tuesday for the work week. They were just too busy, too people-y for me, so threw the towel in on that. Got what I needed and got out. What a mess. So, stop me. You know, nothing's cheap anymore. I literally got 2 burgers, 2 drinks, $21 at Burger King. Good Lord. So, I'm hoping today's a good turnout. I don't know if it will be for the Picks with Santa. You know, it's so hard to tell. It's kind of a nice day. It was colder than hell this morning, but it's warmed up halfway decent now. It's 40 degrees. To me, that's warm. I'm overdressed. I'm super hot right now. I was hot in Walmart, but it's a halfway decent day. So I'm kind of hoping it brings people out. I guess we'll see. It's going to get really cold tonight, though, for down here. High single digits to teens, so low teens. So it's going to get really cold tonight and tomorrow. I think the high tomorrow is only like 17 degrees. So for South Central Kentucky, that's cold. I didn't move far enough south. But anywho's in way, don't forget where. We got some things going on and some stuff happening. And I'm hoping today is going to be a good day. We'll see, I guess. I don't know. As far as the turnout with Picks with Santa. It's funny because I think I mentioned this in another video. It's funny. I was talking to a guy this morning, dropped his dog off. When I looked to see if there was going to be a Santa anywhere in Columbia or surrounding, in Columbia there was 0 people that were going to have a Santa Claus, and there was like 1 or 2 in the surrounding areas, counties, cities, whatever. And then it's like as soon as December hit, boom, Santas are popping up freaking everywhere like dandelions in the spring. And I'm just like, well, there goes that idea. I thought I had cornered the market on having a Santa Claus. And they do, which is, it's fine, it's whatever. It's fine, of course it's fine. But they do the Christmas at the fairgrounds or whatever they call it here in Columbia. So like there's a Santa and Mrs. Claus and Santa's helper or elf or something out there too. So there's, they're doing that too. Is that guy finally taking the skeleton down? Looks like it. Yep, finally taking that skeleton down. So that kind of rained on my parade a little bit, just because I thought that it would gain us a lot of traction being the only one doing Santa, but now there's like 12 people in Columbia that are doing it. So it is what it is. I just try to think of different ways to get more business and, be part of the community, give back to the community, be productive in the community, try to set that positive example like I was talking about earlier. But anyways, almost back to the shop, going to eat lunch, and then I've got to hurry up and change because it's already 1:15, 45 minutes to throw some treat bags together because I didn't get enough treats last week. Throw some treat bags together, eat lunch, change into the Santa suit, and be ready to go right at 2 o'clock. Well, hi friends. Today was a busy day for the grooming and bathing side of things. Pics with Santa. One person showed up. We have a dog boarding right now, so I went ahead and pulled her out, or him out rather. Went ahead and pulled him out and took pics with him. And then we had one person show up for pictures with Santa, or pictures with me, or whatever you want to call it. So I was kind of bored, so I went out and stood out on the front porch and just kind of hung out there and enjoyed the cool, brisk winter air. And it's like 42 degrees right now, so it's not like real cold, but it's cold. And as cars were going by, there's people bumping the horn, so I was waving at them, and some lady in like a Tahoe or Suburban went by, and her grandkids must have been in the back seat, because I saw her like turning around talking to somebody and pointing at me. She bumped the horn, so she was waving, so I was waving back. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, guys. I don't know. I trying my hardest, investing a lot of time and money and effort. I can't even think of the word right now. It's a letdown, for lack of a better term. I can't think of the word I want to use, but just putting a lot into this and not getting any response with it. So, like, I don't know. We got one more day, next Saturday, the 20th, that we're going to do this. So, we'll see, I guess. I don't know. I think I am going to finally go change the sign, something I should have done a month ago. Advertise that Santa's going to be here one last time, December 20th, right before Christmas. So, I don't know, I don't know. Figure something out. But anyways, it's Saturday. We got tomorrow off. We have a boarding dog, so we are going to have to come up here, though, to feed it, water it, let it out and stuff. But it was a good day today as far as business goes. It doesn't make up for the bad week we had, though, but that's all right. It's discouraging, but that's the word I was looking for, discouraging. It's discouraging, but we did have a good day today. So, take what we can get. And I remember, there was another day. What day was that? I don't know. But anyways, we had like 2 or 3 crappy days last week, going through the transition with the groomer situation, and it is what it is. But so today, we had 5 or 6 grooms, and we had like 3 or 4 baths, so we did okay today. They say don't make up for the 3 or 4 bad days, but it is what it is. So anyways, I'm gonna get out of the monkey suit, I think, Santa suit. I think I'm going to go change the sign, and then we're just going to head home and relax for the night. Santa hair. Just kind of chill out. So I don't know. If I do end it here, I appreciate you guys. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And to the 12 of you that watch my videos and the 6 of you that like them, I appreciate you more than you know. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Catch you on the next one.